Good evening, Ottawa City!
We've always said it, even from when we were a band of maybe 2 years old, the perfect gig for us would be AC/DC. We always loved them. They were always collectively probably our favourite band.
It was the best tour for us to do at that time.
I would like you to answer me one question. Are you ready for some AC/DC tonight, yeah? Then you and I are gonna be all right. This is a song called Demon Eyes.
Yeah, we were in Brixton, a studio in Brixton called The Dairy.
Recording B-sides.
Doing B-sides for Everyday Demons.
Basically, I got home from honeymoon for a day and flew back to London.
James Cassidy, our A&R, came down with a list, you know.
He was right, boys, coming down to meet you. We're going to take a break at 5 o'clock.
Just on our first beer, and James puts down the sort of sheet in front of us.
These pieces of paper turned upside down in front of each person.
And to be honest, as soon as I seen the list, I seen this letterhead saying AC/DC, and I was going to myself, fucking class. We must have got the gig. Brilliant.
Turned it over, and it was just this list of 42 American cities.
You know, Madison Square Gardens, the Forum in LA, all these big name venues in this piece of paper.
It's this AC/DC Black Ice, start of the world tour.
Right, yes.
We were nervous as hell, you know, and we got in. It was our first experience on a tour bus as well, so we were like kids, you know, in a toy shop. It was just amazing.
There's a lot of fucking tequila sitting right there. Alright, we need to fucking do this.
That was quite a lot of fun.
That's a lot. Yeah.
This is the numb the pain, baby.
Yeah. Here's how you do it. Hello?
Harking back to our very first gig with those guys in Wilkes-Barre, down in Pennsylvania, I think it is.
We called it Wilkes Bar for ages. We didn't know it was Wilkes-Barre.
You know, we were standing in the dressing room, literally knees knocking. You know, getting very nervous about what was ahead, because we'd heard all these horror stories about bands getting bottled off and stuff like that. Whenever they support AC/DC.
Buddy Guy got bottled off in Germany, so what chance do we have? You know, opening for AC/DC, everyone's dying to see them again, and they're not really going to want to see you.
And we wanted to make sure we're doing a set that was representative of The Answer from the first album and stuff off the new album, and also that would go down well with an AC/DC audience, so we didn't get bottles and piss through at us every night, you know.
We're going to start the tour and we're rehearsing, and I said, you've got to hear this, man, The Answer. And our management come out and they said, and the support band's got to be called The Answer. I went, get the fuck out of here. I said,
This for us was such a huge opportunity. We were like gobsmacked, you know.
You know, we played with Aerosmith, we played with Whitesnake, we opened up for the Stones twice, so, you know, we're used to the big stage and that expectation, but I think for the first time in a while we were a bit nervous.
What we hoped for is that we would go to America and really make that our place.
And we were just waiting to be called to stage, and he was knocking on the door.
And who walks in? But Brian Johnson.
So Brian,
hello there. What?
He came in and he's just like, look lads, just everybody calm down, have a good time. You know, yous are here because we want yous here.
I said, boys, listen, don't worry. I'm as nervous as you are here, you know.
There's nothing to be nervous about. Do you want to see Nerves? You want to come in that AC/DC dressing room? We're all shitting ourselves.
And I think it really settled our nerves, and we were able to get up there and put on a good show, and we realised that it wasn't going to be you know, a kind of a tour where we're getting abuse thrown at us is going to be a very positive experience, you know, and that all was kick-started by Brian's intervention there.
When are we going to get these lads on the plane? Save them some time in trouble, man. It's fucking huge, isn't it? Twat on it. There's 3 toilets. I'm going to use fucking 2 of them.
It was pretty cool getting to go into the stadium and see the, you know, the setup, all the, you know, Rosie and the train and seeing all the amps and the guitars and stuff. That was pretty special.
Thank you so much.
Too overwhelmed, really, to send.
Speechless.
I think I'm about to embark on a stealth operation. I'm going to get inside the White House, force George W. Bush to make me a cup of coffee. Hello, are we through?
Simply hat on clothes.
Wish me luck.
Waking from a dream, will it disappear? Can you look me in the eye? Tell me, do you see a trace of fear? Crawling out of bed in my head, I can't handle the day. I was hoping for a release, to get a piece of just get out of my way. On and on and on and on we fly. I live and I laugh and I cry. So doctor, take the hammer to my broken heart. Could you tell me why?
There's the talent.
He came here and he was saying, what's the crack in front of some cops, and the cops were just like, what did you just say? What kind of crack are you looking for?
It's a lie, it's a contradiction. Holy water from a dirty jug. Try to press it on it with the money that I already spent. Crying to a hobo, I'm in trouble, 'cause I ain't got no rent.
These are naturals in front of the camera, boys. Naturals.
Condition of going. I wanna wear the down me a king to tonight. On and on and on and on we fly. I live and I laugh and I cry.
This is for the band shower later on.
I will show you why. I've got trouble on my mind. On my mind. On my mind. On and on and on and on we fly. I live and I laugh and I cry. Hey doctor, take a hammer to my broken heart, for I'm wondering why I've got a trouble on my mind. Hey.
Okay, you're with some good beer. You can.
My fucking brain's aching.
On and on and on and on we fly.
Hello there! Here we are in Ardmore, Oklahoma, about to play our own show at Two Frog Bar and Grill. It's fucking cool, folks. We're gonna play some rock and roll to warm us up. Check out our very cool bus.
I tried to read the
from Graceland. It's a pleasure to be here in Memphis, Tennessee. We're not really meant to be filming. I think we're about to get arrested. Tonight we're in Memphis, Tennessee, the home of rock and roll. We had a day off yesterday. We went to Graceland, we went to the Stax Museum, Soulsville, USA. It was absolutely amazing. And then we went out and watched some of the best blues I've heard in a long, long time. Tonight, however, we're getting ready to rock this place. Here we are in Oakland City. We're getting ready to sound check before we take the stage supporting AC/DC. I've got my fingers crossed and a few more people are going to turn up. As of yet, it's not that full. We've just finished a gig somewhere in middle America. It's absolutely freezing. It's like minus 20 degrees. All I've got to say is thank fuck for Arthur Guinness. Here's to you. That's beautiful.
Hey, we're The Answer, and we're in Toronto, and you'll soon be seeing us down there.
There you go. And you gotta get the boobs up here.
She's waking up. He'll falsetto with those tits popping out.
Those are the exact size boobs of the redneck's daughter that needed a training brother and threw his passport in the ocean.
No.
Y'all are not gonna tell my wife about this, are you?
Sure.
What's your favorite color? Me pink. Do you know what I mean?
We need to get release forms, you know.
Release forms?
Yeah.
Why'd you change your mind? Why'd you change your mind? Honey, can you tell me why'd you change your mind? So you walk the other way. So you walk the other way. And now you never tell me.
And you just want me like looking out sort of thing?
Yeah.
I quite like the, when you tip your head back and you look around and it's all sort of really sort of fatigue and sort of, it's quite good. Don't force it too much, but just kind of a bit of that would be quite nice, yeah? Okay.
Paul, can you sit over there? Right, there's our shot, yeah?
Sorry, 2 seconds.
Today's the day we're gonna leave all the problems. Just get up and go.
I can't sleep alright, don't you?
Forget them. You don't need them. Leave it alone. When the good mornings are long, I tell you I can never go wrong. There's a storm coming our way, but no, not today. Not today. So alright with me. Yeah. The time's passing us by, but I've never risen so.
Hi. How are you?
Oh God. The video just went to hell.
The day is moving so fast, so we got to make it last. Make it last. Make it. Tonight, make it. That's good, I like that. Tonight is the night, make it.
Rip.
So alright with me. Yeah.
Get on your boots. The Germans are gonna love this one.
Might need to move you over this way, just with the left hand. Yeah.
Yes, I would. Yes, I would.
Thank you, sir.
Just roll on. This is quite good. I like that.
Just leave your bottle.
Tonight is the night. Tonight you can make it. I said tonight is the night. Tonight you can make it. You can make it alright. Tonight you can make it. You can make it alright. You can make it alright. Alright. You are alright with me.
Maybe I should dance and do Bon Jovi and Tonight went in the back of the guitar and you go.
Oh, you should definitely do that. Do it, just for that.
You are alright with me. You are alright with me.
Chicken sticks.
You are alright with me. Yeah, yeah. Alright.
Front cover a while.
Tool guitar. Macy's on the front cover, tool guitar.
Right, this is quite good. Going in and out of that, it's probably quite good.
You want to be in the video?
Come on.
Let's have a little bit of pasta. A bit of chicken, of course. Thank you very much. Cheers now. Thanks.
Scones over there, just have it.
Scones, all right. Thank you. Cheers.
Chicken stick. Chicken stick.
Yes, about this time of day, I like to wear my Rat Sound t-shirt.
He's got the closure.
One, two, 1, 2. Hey, 1, 2. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah.
Time's passing us by, but I'm never ever so high. Every day is moving so fast, so we got to make it last. Make it last.
That was good fun.
Excellent.
Oh, man. Woo. Okay, boys.
Good gig, shit crowd.
What a bunch of cunts, eh?
How you doing, folks? Here we are again, another day, another beer, except there's one difference. This beer is a Japanese beer, and there's a good reason for that. It's that we're in Japan! Woohoo!
I remember being on the bus, on the tour bus, and feeling, you know, a strange sensation inside of my hand. And it was like, don't know what it was.
He was complaining about his hand. He asked me for some pills, and I was going, "What's wrong with you?" He was like, "It's fucking sore. It's a bit stiff. You know, it feels like it's, you know, swollen a bit."
He was obviously in a lot of pain,
and he was like, really like, "Fuck, this is so sore."
Got through the gig with a bucket of ice down beside me, and after every song, I was putting my hand down the ice.
Into the ice just for like 10 seconds to go, you know, and then, you know, sort of would numb the pain a bit, and then he would go again for another song, dunk it in again.
My hand was just dropping on the snare, and it was just like a matter of lifting it and let it fall.
And then in Dublin, it finally snapped. Just, you could almost see it in his face when you turn around. It was like,
and it was like from there, it was sitting out about here.
And then his hand went a third the size again, all around here, you know.
Went in the hospital and they x-rayed it, and sure enough, it was all broke. So Mandela Hall was cancelled.
I remember driving up to, we were doing a signing in HMV before the Mandela gig, and it was before people knew the show was off, and there was a lot of hearsay of it's on, it's off. There was talk of bringing a session drummer in. You know, it's kind of, we're on a wing and a prayer here. After I heard that on the phone, I was kind of thinking, I wonder what Carl's doing. Is he at home?
Carl, is there any chance you could play Manchester Academy to 15,000 people tomorrow night?
And he's like, yeah, I'm interested in this. I'd like to help you out. I'd love to be involved.
I would do it down in a pub down the road if they asked me, you know, no problem. Didn't have to be with AC/DC.
If anybody was going to do it, I'm glad it was Carl that we got to do it. I've known Carl for years.
Then we rehearsed, I suppose, 4 hours here that night. Got on the ferry and did the show.
I thought I was going to be monking myself, you know, to use the Doug Patrick term.
Yes, we do. We want you to follow me.
It's bizarre me watching it because we're going, who the fuck is that playing my drum kit for a start?
Okay.
Many people around this gig?
20,000 or something?
Well, not all of them are in, but
it'll be about maybe 12.
at least 12. Oh, that's okay then.
But there was a period when I was fundamentally a rock, maybe even stroke metal drummer, and I haven't been that for a long time.
So yeah, the dip ball.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We got the answer, and we want you to come. Yeah, we do. We want you to follow me.
We're in München, Munich, Germany. Drinking the best of a day off, having an Irish barbecue in the rain.
driver, please. Let's tell one is over the golf course. Still a coat. Shit. Yeah, alright.
Here, take it on the snowball.
Here we are in Heidelberg.
James isn't about. It's kind of sad, to be honest, you know.
Fangfish. Fangfish.
What exactly are fangfish?
Some kind of fish with fangs. Fangfish.
Fangfish.
It's a slightly sharp, toothy fish.
Look at those bangers.
Oh, man down. Man down.
That's
That's right to come here, show.
Car. You get enough sausages there, have you?
Here we are, the answer in Vienna.
Again?
At the world famous rattlesnakes. You got that in the UK 11?
11.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Originality.
Deadline's perfect. He started in me, so he did. That's it. Stretch the pedal. That's it. You up, yes.
That's fucking great.
Ultimate
That's good job.
signature,
Oh,
man.
good job.
Okay, here we are, backstage at Hockenheim, very famous racetrack. We're talking to Mickey Waters here, and there's two things people want to know. Mickey, are you in a one-stop or a two-stop strategy?
Tonight, I'm going for the one stop. I'm going to pace it for the first 35 laps. Quick stop, bring it down a bit, then fucking send it home. 200 mile an hour around that hairpin.
We noticed a bit of rain earlier. Has that influenced, though it's quite sunny now, has that influenced your choice of tyres?
It's wet with the base there.
Well, you know, I'm going to take a risk and just go all-terrain tires today. Yeah,
that's
new ones, yeah. Just out, just for my car, you know.
And just to finish off, fingers or pick?
Fingers.
Madrid after having 6 weeks off. Pretty nervous now, but we'll find out how we get on at 8:45 tonight.
Oh, you'll be the car boy, no mistake.
Eamon.
Look, James.
Fuck off, will you? The showers on the other side of the stadium. Can you fucking believe it?
And if anyone needs a shower, it is Megan.
fucking rock and
We're out looking for something to eat. We're starving. Look at the state of us. We want something different. Something that's not your everyday bistro.
We're trying to get out of Paris, but we just went to go underneath a tunnel. And it turns out that the bus is too big to get through. And he actually just realised, like, seconds before we went thumping into it. And Mickey was sitting right on this ledge here. And I think a technical term is he shot himself. Came running down and told him to stop. So it's just as well he did. We're now reversing against the flow of traffic. And I'm sure the French love us. Vive the France!
How you doing? Here we are in Oslo. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. This is about as dark as it has been the whole evening. We've been up drinking red wine all night. Looks like we're about to run out here.
Stitch myself together again. Carry me on your back, Jack. You're never gonna reach to the top. I'm for the ringing, the beating, the scraping by to see what you got. Shot down.
How you doing? Cormac from The Answer here. We're about to board a boat from Stockholm. It's going to take us up to Finland. The town is quite near to Helsinki. We're playing Helsinki tomorrow. So gonna follow the well-trodden seas of the Vikings and make our way up to distant foreign lands. Wish us luck. Fucking hurry up and drink it, guys.
That's Mickey, man. That's Mickey.
Well,
he can't have himself. He can't have himself.
Hey, Mickey, give it up. Give it up. Mickey, give it up.
turn around every now and again. I get a little fucking turn around, Dad. Gonna fucking bet you sleepy cunt. Shut up.
Here we are. It's officially the first morning of the US tour. We're on our way now to jump on the tour bus for the first time, check it out, and then we're going to go and play one of the big American football stadiums in Boston. Wish us luck. So we're here in the Giant Stadium getting ready to support AC/DC. As you can see, this place is absolutely huge. And I tell you, if somebody had told me 10 years ago, whenever I was working in a pizza place just a few miles down the Jersey Shore, that we'd be playing in here in the Giant American Football Stadium, I wouldn't have believed it for a second. But here we are. Happy days. I started to piss. So we haven't had a shower yet this morning. We might kill two birds with one stone. Put on a rocket show and get a wash at the same time. It's gonna be nice. Today has been a very good day. We woke up to be told that we got a two-page spread in the Liverpool SC official magazine. Our good friends at Government Mule gave our drummer James a load of free t-shirts, and of course we got to play this little venue here at the Giant Stadium. All in all, a good day at the office. I love this job.
It's totally different from anybody I've ever worked with. He takes his guitar playing more seriously than anybody. He practices a lot. He practices with a metronome. You know, he practices his parts and he works them up to speed. And he's fucking changing tunings on every song. Oh, God. I mean, I'm 50 years old, so I figured myself a pretty good guitar player, and I still can't figure out some of the shit he plays.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Paul Mann on lead guitar.
Answer and Anvil. It's the true A-Team.
Metal on metal in Canada, rock and roll. Yep.
Glamorous job with laundry,
Stop sitting in the shins. You gotta get that horse blanket.
You missed the best part there when he hit his head.
Good hard head.
You guys are going to Ottawa tomorrow?
Tomorrow night, yeah.
Make sure you have a beaver tail.
A beaver tail.
Yes, beaver tail, I agree with her. You got. I just was up in Ottawa last week and I got one. They're amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll like them.
Cool.
Canadian thing. Any extra CDs in there? Of anything that's on your current tour?
It's a 2004 Victory Vegas built by Arlen Ness. It's a special edition and it's the only one that was off at the factory and I ordered it last year, so it's unique. Cool, man. Yeah, very unique.
Chef's got everything.
Dick Twang. Dick Twang, man. You don't know Dick.
What do you reckon? Sharp, huh? This is a Leonard Skinner look.
Bucky Bob.
Plenty of cocoa.
So you found your head.
You guys from Australia?
No, we're from Northern Ireland.
Oh,
the answer. Better watch this band and you better take a fucking reading because you know what? They're going places.
Oh yeah, a lot of drinking and girls fighting.
Nice, get it back. We're on Facebook. Randy Douglas Primo.
My second favorite band.
Yeah. Who's your first?
Kiss.
Kiss.
That's my favorite band, is Kiss. Hey, you tell look at the long hair.
Yeah. Huh? They're the best. Have I been drinking? Yes. Do I love drinking? Yes.
I'm trying to think of the name of that band. What's the name of that song, too?
Hey guys.
Highway to Heaven?
I love Bon Scott, actually. I do. I love him. And I miss him very much. Yeah. Back up. So we're going to just say it's the answer. Please keep in touch with me. I'm on Facebook. And I love these guys.
Here we are, just about to do an acoustic session and radio interview within the confines of a Little League baseball stadium. Definitely a first for the answer. Alright, so. Watch yourself.
Are you Conan? Oh, you're the drummer. We don't need you.
Answer services.
Mickey, you said? Paul. Yeah. The answer on Virgin Radio, and they're here right now in the studio. The opening act for AC/DC. It's Cormac, Paul, Mickey, and James. Did I get it all right?
That's perfect, yes.
What's it been like touring with AC/DC? Have you learned anything from these veterans?
As I mentioned earlier, just watching them every night is inspiration in itself. We've learned that you need to be in love with what you do in order to bring it forward. You know, those guys have been at it a long time. They still get up and give it everything they've got. But those guys, I think, are unique in that they've stuck so true to their guns. You know, they've never really compromised who they are or the kind of songs that they're going to write. And I think that's one of the reasons that they've got such a diehard following all over the world.
You've opened up for the Stones, The Who, and now, of course, AC/DC. Joe Elliott, Jimmy Page have both gone on the record, and they say they're fans of yours. You were joined on stage by Paul Rogers in London, and this whole Phil Lynott thing, Thin Lizzy tribute in Dublin. I guess the bass player got to play his very own bass, the first bass player to touch that thing since his death.
Paul, you play guitar for the band, and now, correct me if I'm wrong, but are you not the baby of the bunch? Because you look like you're 12, man. I mean, it looks like I'd offer you a beer, but it looks like you can't even drink one.
And you guys are going to do a little tune for us, I understand.
We are indeed. We're going to play a song. You heard a song from our new album there, so we're going to do one from our first album, Rise, and we're going to play this one tonight. It's called Under the Sky.
Are you guys ready to do it?
We're ready, born ready.
Here's the answer.
What did you think of the boys on the radio?
Sound good.
And good luck on the rest of the tour, all right?
Thanks for having us.
All right, that's the answer. Going to open up for the answer.
So what do they like to work for?
Pains in the ass.
Pain in the ass.
Absolute hell.
Painful.
I've never worked so hard in my life trying to keep these guys happy.
All of them. Every single one of them.
Jeez,
Jesus Christ. I mean, it's just one thing after another. This, that, more, me. I just don't know what thing. I was glad to see these guys go.
One more time.
Dinner time.
Dinner time.
Favorite part of the day.
You can't take it fucking size. Oh, yeah, they got Lads, I've just been promoted to mayor. Are you laughing at you, cheeky bastard? You came to your senses. How we good, lads?
Hey guys, train's in another position here tonight, so just watch yourself coming after going behind it rather than in front of it.
Well, we're smack bang in the middle of this enormous tour that it is. I think we all just have to concentrate on playing a good show every night.
We're gonna play a song now that's all about where we come from, Northern Ireland. This is a song called Dead of the Night.
Are you enjoying the tour?
I am, my son. I'm enjoying it much more than I thought I would. You know, as you get older, I always think, oh shit, you know, it's gonna be the same old drugs, but it never is. You know, it always gets better and better. And it's a good gig. Yeah, I mean, it's a think of the alternative. You know, I used to work in a factory once.
I'd say it again in the weather forecast, we'd get sunny spells later on.
That's what I was saying, around 4 o'clock, 4 o'clock, I said it was going to break. Okay, Cormac, can you stand here, please?
Yes.
Paul, can you stand where Beata is?
Yeah.
Right, pressure back.
Work all day, come back home, get a little older. I don't feel like I belong, devil on my shoulder.
Last time I was here, I was on Magic Mushrooms. Those mountains look great in Magic Mushrooms.
Discomfort, I wait for you. Discomfort, try and break my routine. It's harder than it looks like. Drowning in monotony, thinking that I'm alright. Discomfort, I wait for you. Discomfort, can I embrace a moment with you? Can I embrace a moment with you? I miss my chance 1,000 times before. I swear that I'm gonna miss no more.
I met an Irishman there recently. He was telling me that he invented a low-calorie communion. He called it, I can't believe it's not Jesus.
I will die in this place, reading in the paper. Another found, another face, hoping for a rebirth. Discomfort, I wait for you. Discomfort, can I embrace missed my chance 1,000 times before. I tell you why I'm gonna miss no more. Tell you why I'm gonna miss no more.
Yeah, hand her up.
Yeah. Oh dear John, where are you? I know you're out there somewhere. Oh. But I got a hurricane in my pocket. But no one will believe me. You won't believe me? Fuck them. Fuck them. They put a little flower on top of a flower. Bastards! The bastards! Somehow I knew they'd try it, defy it, and defy it, and defy it. Oh, let's go dancing. Go dancing. Where we go? Oh, let's go dancing. Down, where we're dancing. Set the fire out to a hurricane. Set the falling rain to the open flame. How many times? I could be mistaken, but it looks and sounds to me like there might be some AC/DC fans out there tonight. Am I right about that? Let me tell you, you guys are in for a treat tonight. In the meantime, we're gonna play you a song called High Water or Hell.
Just arrived in Washington, D.C., waiting for the tour bus to pick us up outside. Thought I'd get that dinner in. Cheetos. Lovely.
Don't step on me, I'll step on you. I will kill a man if I can make it through.
Here we are at Niagara Falls. We played Buffalo last night. It's like 30 minutes drive north from Buffalo, so we thought we'd take a trip up today. We had Bailey's coffees for breakfast and we're just soaking it all in. Check it out.
Tries to forget memory lost in my head. We follow people who say yeah.
It's Halloween night. We're in Hammond, which is somewhere in Louisiana. Thought we'd go out for a big beer to celebrate the Festival of the Dead. Happy Halloween to you from The Answer.
Here we are again at the world famous Two Frogs Grill, Ardmore, Oklahoma. The last time we were here, as you can see from our previous vlogs, it was fucking freezing, there was ice everywhere. Ice storm nearly cancelled the show. Tonight, blue skies everywhere. It's going to be a rocking show. Go icicles.
We follow people who say yeah.
When we were a bit shallow. Say goodnight, boys.
Here we are in San Diego. We've got a day off. Only 2 more AC/DC gigs to go before this leg of the tour draws to a close. Just kicking it easy by the pool here. This rock and roll business is a hard out life, isn't it?
Well, for the record, I just want to thank you for your hospitality over the last,
hell out of here. I mean,
last 9 or 10 months.
All right. In just a few moments' time, we're going to play a song in our repertoire called Preaching. Now, in order to maximize this song's potential, I'm going to have to get every single person in this fine arena to participate in what we call the Belfast Blues Off. Now, the guidelines to the Belfast Blues Off are very simple. Basically, I'm gonna sing the blues, and every good person in here is gonna sing it straight back to me. Can you do that for me, Houston? I said I'm gonna sing the blues, and you're gonna sing it back to me. Houston, USA, can you do that for me? Are you ready for the Belfast Blues Off?
I think out of this we want to accomplish a bigger fan base and be able to go and do this ourselves.
We don't want to be the eternal support band. I'm sure all the guys have said this.
We want to be the arena band. We want to sell as many tickets as these guys do.
So we want as many people in the world as we can to hear our music, you know. The AC/DC tour is a great platform for doing that. Probably the best.
We're really rocking right now. It's a really good vibe in the band. Everybody's cooking.
You know, we're getting ample opportunity every night to reach rock fans that would be into our kind of music.
The ultimate rock audience at a mass level. Huge amounts of people. Even when they first put that 42 dates up playing, we never would have expected to do what we're doing now.
It's a dream come true, as cliched as it sounds, you know.
Little did we know, what, I'm 10 months into it now. I'm in Ottawa in Canada after playing with AC/DC about 120 times.
Mickey did once say that, you know, we've toured with The Who, we've toured with Stones. Once we do AC/DC, that's it, I'm quitting. So We might have auditions for new bass players soon.
Now it's into the great wide open for the answer. Who knows what the future holds, but guaranteed it's going to be great. See you in there.
Gonna climb up this mountain, shine down upon my world. I will, I will. This is our last gig of the year. You want to be in a photograph with us, yeah? All right, after 3, everybody say Belfast Baps, all right? 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much, folks. Happy Christmas. All the best. Cheers.